guys, if there's one thing I believe through and through, and I'm sure you do too, it's that change is real. You can get better if you only try. The mistakes you make today, that I make today, or tomorrow, they set the foundation up for you to get better and stronger. Physiologically, you have to lift heavier than you can today to get stronger. That's the outside. On the inside, the same things happen. If you believe, you can get better in your strength, in your training, in your eating. Nobody illustrated this better than Trina, a trainee I had. She came in here, she was looking for weight loss. She was real heavy. One of the things with Trina was she kept bouncing from diet to diet. She kept trying to lose weight. She obviously wouldn't give up, and that was a good thing. But at 5'8", she was a real boisterous woman, real loud. She told me she dropped a nugget on me of truth. She says, you know what, dude? Shame is the best motivator you'll ever have. And my butt cheeks, they puckered up really tight when she said that. I cringed because I thought, hey, can shame really be my North Star? Can it be anyone's? Turns out she was kind of right. At the time, I was getting past my smoking addiction, and I kept remembering her giving me crap because she had been through the same thing. And in a low-key kind of a way, shaming that change. So is it your best motivator? No, right? But this was the kind of woman Trina was. She was all about moving to the next level. For her, it was doing it in a kind of a grindy, gritty way. It's my belief that diets oftentimes have us try something out, stay with it temporarily, and then they fail you. And your only option at that point is to bounce to the next diet because you want to try again, you want to lose weight, you want to get better. Man, Trina used to go from one to the next, and in fact, when I met her, she was coming off of one. She lost the 30 or whatever, but then she had gained more of it back, and then she was onto the whole 30 diet. Now, I don't know if you guys know about this one, but she introduced it to me. She gave me the cookbook. This diet, I guess you're supposed to eat whole foods. I forget why it's called 30, but you're supposed to eat whole foods. There's like, an emphasis on getting them in their natural form, but you can't do a lot of basic things like eat certain fruits and legumes, but you can eat butter. Point is, that was the one that she settled on. So on one hand, you have this really determined woman who believes in the power of grit and determinism, and on the other hand, she's subject to diet bouncing. I want you guys not to bounce from one to the next, but I do want you guys, I do want myself, I do want everybody to keep trying to get better. When one diet fails you, maybe we'll just get off of that track and forget about trying to diet. I want you guys to think about getting onto a plan of eating that's more beneficial. For Trina, when I was able to dissuade her from just doing her whole 30, which was super restrictive, right? She lost a little weight. She was a spitfire, a cannon, a powerhouse in the gym. She lifted, she worked for it, but she would destroy all of her gains on this diet. But she'd come in nonetheless and try again. And she did that until she actually moved out of the state. We were able to cut some pounds off, but that diet really hurt her. I know a lot of you have the same issue. You go from one diet to the next. We're bouncing. Stop the bouncing. You're not a basketball, right? You want to do something that lasts. So, like I try to emphasize to Trina, I want you guys to check it out. If you notice that there's this bouncing, this reverberation, this repetitive pattern that you do with your eating where you lose and then you gain back, you feel like it's real hard, and then it gets easier, but your gains go away, you're dieting. it's time to drop it and get on to something more substantial and less ephemeral. What I mean is something that'll last a long time, and see that you don't buoy up and down. Well, if you have a need for more strategies like this, head to the website, and I have a bunch of strategies for you, including getting off your diet. Hope to see you there soon.